Right, finishing up that last clip, Cole Lawyer, how about Shimmy out shot? You know what I'm saying? So, basically getting in a war. You see what I'm saying? Now, war is for what? For peace, for establishment. You see what I'm saying? So, like I say in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 8, it's a time for war and it's a time for peace. It's a time for love and it's a time for hate. That means what? It's a time for everything. It's a complete balance in everything that the Lord made. It say what? Proverbs 16:4. The Lord created all things for himself, even the wicked for the day of evil. Right. So that's showing you what? At the end of the day, the Lord was trying to show us wickedness, to show him we don't need wickedness, and what war is for. As far as our nation is concerned, war is for to remove wickedness off the earth. So what? We can live in everlasting peace. You see what I'm saying? Because a man should not. The Lord created man, woman, and everything around you. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. Right. What you see is the system destroyed the man. A man should not be established by wickedness. You see what I'm saying? A good man obtaining favor of the Lord. Right. A man that's basically got a pure heart. He obtaining what? Favor of the Lord. That means the Lord dealing with you. And you gotta what? You gotta show yourself approved. What? So he can set you up on high. You see what I'm saying? It start with what? Getting what? Knowledge within. Then manifesting it. Love thy neighbor as thyself. You see what I'm saying? That's how this thing go. So what I was reading is, let me jump to get the scripture real quick. Let me get Psalms 133. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go off the spirit on this. Because this wasn't a planned lesson on that. Because it really is the scriptures. We read the scriptures, but also when you're a prophet, it's how you explain the scriptures also, which make the scripture what it is. Because you may be the prophet that wrote the scripture, but if you ain't explaining it right, what good is it? You see what I'm saying? This Psalms 133:1. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell in unity. Right, for brethren to dwell in unity. That mean ain't no more black on black crime, Latino on black crime and things like that. That mean what? You a buckler, basically, for your nation against the enemy. You see what I'm saying? So that's what the Lord rebuilt. That's why, let me jump to Amos chapter 9, verse 11. Real quick. And I'm going to hold 2 Samuel 5:1. Real quick. It's about loyalty. And I got two major examples as to how you supposed to be carrying yourself when it comes to your nation and honorable men, which is righteous men manifesting themselves in righteousness, sincerity, purity, and things thereof, and all the things thereof that pertain unto that. So, let me get these scriptures. It's 2 Samuel 5:1. I'm gonna hold Amos chapter 9, verse 11. Because what? It say, I will bring the third part through the fire. That means he said, in that day I will raise up the tabernacle of David. Right, the tabernacle of David. Right, that means the tabernacle of David went through that trial. Fought their way back to the Lord. You see what I'm saying? Because that's the Lord's army. That's the Lord's tabernacle. He that walketh uprightly and worketh. We can get all that. You see what I'm saying? But let me get this Amos 9:11. I'm going to close out with Psalms 15. It's Amos 9:11. In that day where I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen. Right, we fallen from what? Unity, peace, love. Because what? We came into captivity under the enemy. And the curses got put on us. That's basically the opposite of what? Unity and virtue and morality. But our hearts and our spirits stay the same. So if you're a man, if you're a king, you realize that's not going on in your nation, that's the reason why it's falling, right, you're going to look at it and like, that's what I need to be doing. I need to be finding out knowledge and self, because these people said everything opposite of what the Lord said we was. You see what I'm saying? And close up the breaches thereof, right? That means the Lord going to group us together, put us together like a bag lunch. You see what I'm saying? You're going to basically try. what? Through this truth. You see what I'm saying? Through the calamities that come upon brothers, he gonna put us together. And I will raise up his ruins as in the days of old. Right. So he said, as in the days of old. That means men of the Lord, what? Gonna be raised up as in the days of old. You dig what I'm saying? Let me jump to 2 Samuel 5:1. My whole point of bringing this thing out, because if you got a leader that's manifesting these things, you might have people that had somewhat the potential that you had to do what you do, but you might have some that need you to strengthen them for real. Because they may not know what's going on, just like you ain't know what was going on. You see what I'm saying? And certain acts and things like that may have to be done for them people to really see what's going on. You see what I'm saying? Then what they'll follow and things like that. So in this case, what happened was this was a warlike situation. And then all the tribes came under David. You had the Goliath thing. You had a lot of things going on now. This 2 Samuel 4:10, like this is an example of integrity, sincerity for your nation, even when they going off, but you in your right mind, you doing what's right. That's what you call pure. All impurities is removed from within you. When you're able to accept that and move on and do what it is to help that person that had that impurity in them. You see what I'm saying? So this 2 Samuel chapter 4:10, when one told me, saying, behold, Saul is dead, they could too have brought me good tidings. Right, that's our people. See, a lot of people, and Saul was trying to kill David at this time. But that's our people still, and he was an anointed king from the Most High. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta respect that. You gotta learn to respect what? Your elders, your people in this thing too. You see what I'm saying? Now, of course, the devil gonna make it hard for you to do that here, especially if you suffer persecution. But that's one of the things that's required in our nation. You see what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be walking around disrespecting. Then you gonna make it clear to the enemy that you easily to be disrespected. You see what I'm saying? That's what end up going on. I took hold of him and slew him in Ziklag. Right, you take hold of motherfuckers that think that from other nations that think they can come upon you and your people, talking about putting them to death, and think that's good tidings for me. Nah, you about to get slew. I'm about to command somebody that's in my clan to get you. You see what I'm saying? And put you to death. You going off. We righteous, honorable men. You think you about to put one of my men to death? And come, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna finish reading the scriptures. How much more when a wicked man has slain a righteous person in his own house, upon his bed? Should I not do